Hello, welcome back to another video. We're doing a recap video on the recent LAN that happened in Saudi Arabia. We were competing along with a bunch of different top teams around the world. I think the only, top teams that you'll see at Worlds that weren't at this tournament in Saudi Arabia were KC and OG Esports from EU and NA respectively. So very top level LAN. And it was a very good time. Now, this was a $60 million tournament. Now, that's not just for Rock League. Don't want to confuse you guys. That's spread across a bunch of different games. But the point is that orgs compete against one another, fielding teams in a ton of different games to accumulate points towards an overall standing at the end of the tournament. Okay, you'll see that right now on screen. You'll see that Falcons won it. They had a ton of different top-level teams in a lot of different games, so they got the most points and massive prize pool. So very cool stuff. And the Rock League tournament was not too bad itself. We were very fortunate. Now let's get straight into it. This was a 16-team tournament, and the first part of the tournament was a group stage. We were in a group stage or a group. Sorry, I'm very tired, so I'm sorry if I slow my words. I just got off a flight. It was like a 17-hour flight, 24-hour travel day in total. So I need to sleep soon. That's what I will say. But we're in a group with Falcons, Team Secret, and XO Esports. Now, many of you will be familiar with Falcons, Team Secret. XO Esports are a APAC team with an American player on their team as well from NA or RCS. So, yeah, not too bad of a group. A very good group, in fact, in the end, if we're looking at the overall kind of where the tournament finished, which we'll get onto later. And yeah, so we knew we had a tough one going into this. However, our first match against Secret, their team, we never really struggled too much against. And it was a 3-1, okay? These were simple games. First game was very, very clean from us. And the second game, we didn't end up losing. We lost that because, and this is not an excuse, well, it kind of is, but like a more of a fault of ours, not an excuse. We got way too comfortable. The first game was very, very easy, and we got extremely relaxed and kind of gave up a couple of early goals, and that cost us in game two. However, we finished the series out with 2 4-2s, I think, and yeah, it was a nice first round into the tournament. Sometimes these first rounds, and this is again a fault, and sometimes definitely a thing I have to work on, and I think many players, honestly, sometimes the first rounds feel fake. Some players think they feel very like pressured in the first round. For me, it's like very, you don't feel like you're in the tournament yet, so definitely not a good thing. But yeah, that's just something I want to share. Now, going into the second match against Falcons, we got destroyed. Last time we played them in the London Major, I think it was, yeah. And this time was really no different. We're really struggling against Falcons. We just didn't play well against them, honestly. They played incredibly well against us. But in scrims, we feel a lot more comfortable against them. So in tournament, we just got to figure out against them. But it was a needed series, I'd say. I don't think it's a... if I could go back in time, I'd change it. Of course, I'd win the series, but it was needed. We got outpaced. We got outclassed as a team, and our energy wasn't there. Yeah, nothing was really there. There's not much to talk about in that series because we lost in every kind of department, if that makes sense. So yeah, lots to take away from that series. I did say though, after we lost that one, I remember I was walking off stage or like walking into the hotel with the team, and honestly, our spirits were pretty high, which was very strange coming off of a pretty bad loss like that, because we knew our mistakes were, in our eyes, very, very easy to fix, if that makes sense. Won't go into it in too much depth, but super easy stuff. By the way, I thought that goalkeeper would pre-jump my shot there, but he made me look like a fool just sitting on the ground waiting for me to shoot like that. Anyway, I thought our mistakes were really easy to fix in the series, and they were. We went into the next series with a lot more confidence, and I think the main thing, a lot more energy and good kind of team environment, having fun. And this was the following day against Team Secret, the series that you're seeing on the screen right now. This was a really good series by us, lots of control. This is the final game you've been watching on the screen in the background, and it was a 3-0, okay? Secret, again, like I said, extremely comfortable against them. and yeah, we're through to the top 8 with that win. And we have a match against Vitality in the following day. Oh, sorry, not in the following day, in the same day as this series. So we're coming off a 3-0 win. We're feeling good. Vitality, they won their group, which means that they actually had a day off the previous day. So we have a little bit of added momentum going into this series compared to our opponents. Now, Team Vitality are a team we have a ton of natural confidence against. We actually previously lost to them in London recently, but we felt in that series we still felt really, really comfortable, really confident individually, and as a team we felt like we had a lot of the main pressure, which sometimes you say when you lose series, but we genuinely thought that, and I think we did. I say this to just kind of put across the point. We did feel confident going into the series, which was nice to have. And I think it showed. We've got a tech pause here. For some reason, just a bit of background on the tech pauses in the tournament, guys. It was whenever you screamed, because they were using a different audio interface, they were using a physical kind of box. Like can you see this? I can't pull it onto the camera. It's too far away. But like a box, and it would make all the audio go really loud in your ears if you screamed for like a brief 5 seconds. And some teams didn't realize that you just have to stop talking after that and it would basically fix itself. But yeah, lots of tech pauses in this tournament because of that at the start of series. And that one there was because of it. Anyway, we felt confident going into the series individually against this team and as a team in terms of kind of matchups. We felt good. I think they play really defensive now, and they'll beat the teams that are like worse than them kind of thing. And they'll struggle against teams that are playing better than them. Sounds stupid, but you'd think that's like every team ever, but it's not. This is a team, yeah, they don't really pressure too much nowadays, which is strange. So we were confident. We just needed to watch out for a couple of things, not getting baited into like too many 50s and stuff like that. And we ended up taking this win 4-0. We opened up the series really, really strong. First killer in particular had a really good couple of first kind of plays in this game, send us up 2-0. We then, I'll skip on this game just to kind of talk about a couple of these goals. We then end up conceding one just off of a poor 50 in the corner and just a quick counter attack just down the line, or down the middle, sorry, and a last man challenge. That was a little strange. I remember, I actually want to see this goal for myself. I haven't looked at this yet. First, like, went for a double tap and I went for a bump. He almost had that. Oh, sorry, he didn't go for a double tap. He went for a shot. He ended up getting a double tap, and Chronic was last and with the 1v1. Dived because he thought he could just kind of cut the space down, I think, and we ended up conceding from that. I was very not annoyed is the right word, like not sad either, but I was like, that's a disappointing goal to concede because I really thought this was fine, and then I think I got bumped through that kind of recovery out of offense there. It was a little unnatural, I thought, and yeah, we ended up conceding, which is annoying. I thought I had an open net there, and I just kind of weirdly single jumped into the ball. Anyway, we take this game with a little bit of a comeback. We concede for the third goal, 30 seconds left off of a poor 50. I could have put this one in as well. I should have just shot that ball. Honestly, it's fine to go for this play, but I should probably just shoot that. I tried to go for a flip set with a kind of backflip. We take a poor 50 in midfield, and we can't quite get the save. That was annoying for me to just be able to not do anything with that ball and stare at it, because if I touch it, it's just going to be an own goal. But anyway, we conceded with 26 seconds left. We come back with 10 seconds left. Chronic takes a nice 50 here. I take a nice 50 again to keep it in. Really nice pass by Chronic. Not an easy kind of needle to thread. Does that make sense? I guess so. And I get the bump on the last man. First killer taking the shot into the bottom right to tie it up 3-3 with 3 seconds left. And in overtime, we take this game with a nice little... Where is it? Here we go. Chronic, fantastic challenge on Alpha. I speed up to the ball, slow down last second to take time, then pushes out to kind of watch my dribble. And first killer is free on the left-hand side, which honestly, in hindsight, is probably the better play. But sometimes I don't mind just taking a shot, especially in overtimes. Just take a fairly hard shot, especially when they do have to be careful about this guy over on the other side of the pitch. Just take a hard shot. Honestly, if you pass this, it's probably just a goal because Radisson's not looking in that direction at all. It's actually his blind spot. He can't see first. But yeah, we take a hard shot and it should have been saved. But Radisson doesn't do the best of jobs on the goal line. And sometimes in high pressure situations, it's hard to. We get the goal and we take the first game. A very important game to take in this series. Very good to get that game 1 win, especially with a 2-goal lead. Would have been frustrating to give that up. And yeah, with a nice little comeback as well, just to kind of come back from a goal down with 30 seconds left. Definitely important. We win game number 2 with a very nice solo play from First Killer. He takes a flip reset on the ball off a pass from me, and he gets the bump using that flip reset onto the guy on the backboard. And because the guy on the backboard would have called for the play, obviously, the guy in net can't really do much. A very nice play from First, and we take that game with some just kind of simple pressure and possession. We were just kind of maintaining everything. We don't really need any more goals other than that 1 goal, and we play well from there to get that game 2 win. This is game number 3, and I score a very, very nice goal in this game. And that'll show in a bit, but you'll see the way we're playing is just confident. This is how I think we should be playing the whole kind of the World Championship, which is obviously to come. Very excited for that. Hopefully I'll see many of you there. It'll be a good time. I think we're extremely confident, especially after this tournament, with the way we were playing and the way we were feeling with each other was definitely needed. And yes, I'm very excited for that tournament. Going to be practicing a ton for that, and definitely giving it our all here. But yeah, in this game, I think you can say this about any game in a series. You can say this about game 1. Game 1's the most important. Game 2's the most important to give you that either that kind of comeback for a 1-1 position or a nice lead for a 2-0. I think game 3 is so important though, especially at 2-0. When you're 2-0 up in game 3, if you just get this win, you give yourself so many chances to win the series. It's insane. A little bit of an overcommit from me here. Really thought that this 50 would have just been in a spot where I could shoot it, but in hindsight, I have to go into that a little slower and more relaxed rather than supersonic there to make sure I'm covering every position. We're taking our 50s super well though, and we're spacing out really well from one another. First Killer played actually incredible this tournament. Just plays like that in defense, avoiding the bump for the edge of a bump pass is really, really key in keeping us in the game there. Super nice play. But yeah, drive challenge from us. Planet can, I was going to say get a hard clear out. He scuffed his touch. But we're just challenging really well, forcing for one another. And yeah, this is the goal. And we'll skip on to the last game after this. But super nice goal there. It actually lagged almost as if it was the kind of, if I went any further out from this ball, it would have been a miss basically because it lagged on Zen's screen. Very nice here, and definitely one of my favorite goals I've ever scored in a tournament for sure. But yeah, we get the win with that goal for this game, and in game number 4, we take it with a couple of goals, and yeah, the series is done, and we sweep Vitality 4-0. And we move on to the semi-finals against Team BDS. Another series we're confident with. We scrimmed BDS loads this tournament. I say loads, it was 3 times, but there wasn't too many scrims going on this tournament. You only had 1 day of prep, so 2 or 3 scrims in that day, and then a warm-up scrim the rest of the days. But yeah, we were confident against BDS is the main thing. We always scrim them really, really well. And yeah, we're going to the series, and we didn't go into the series quick enough. Almost, we took a while to warm up, and we never quite fully found the kind of full stride we wanted to. But definitely took us a while to warm up, regardless of that. And we lost the first game. We won the second game, and we lost the next 2. to go 3-1 down in the series. We lost the next two quite badly. They were pressuring really well. BDS plays super compact, super close together. Every team with Monkey Moon on it does. That's just the way he likes to play. Plays on low boost, plays with getting, extremely kind of close touches to his close teammates, if that makes sense, to follow up quickly. So yeah, they when they're playing well, it's very suffocating, and we definitely felt a little suffocated in the series at the start. We did warm up into it a little bit towards the end, and this is game number 4. Yeah, game number 5. Sorry, this is 3-1 at the time. Game number 5, and we're warming up into it. It's scoring and conceding a couple of messy goals, so it's not the cleanest. But we are getting more energy into the team, and that's the main thing on stage right now, because we didn't come into the series with enough energy probably, and it did cost us. Something we're gonna try and learn, constantly try and learn, but try and learn for the World Championship. I really thought I touched that, but I remember I was like, I was very surprised I didn't. But yeah, Monkey Moon played extremely well. Honestly, they all did. And spoilers, we do lose this series 4-2. We win this game and we lose the next one. I'll probably just skip through all the goals. But BDS go on to win the whole tournament. They beat Falcons in the final. Something I was extremely surprised about. But it gives a little, I don't know what the word is. Copium, I guess. It's like if you lose to the winning team, there's only, you should be the winning team, of course, but it's the best case scenario at the end of the day, other than winning, if that makes sense. So we lost to the finalists again. It seems to be the theme of our lands so far this season. Hopefully something we can change. But yeah, just a few uncharacteristic mistakes. Well, not uncharacteristic, but just mistakes that we shouldn't be making if we wanted to win this series. Plays like that where I should be going for a 50, not trying to force it around. And, plays like this where First would never do that in any other series. And it's just like, we're all just taking bad 50s, taking bad challenges and plays for goals. We're not attacking badly, we're just defending and playing midfield badly in this series. And yeah, we do end up taking this game. I'll show the final goal. Very long kind of stint without goals in this game after the first 6 very quickly, but we take a nice 50 coming out of defense. Good fake, I'd say. Monkey tried to bump me thinking I'd jump for the ball. We take 50 on Exotic. First really nice 50. We outspeed Monkey and we get the bump on Drali for the goal to win game 5. And that puts a little bit of confidence in the team, I think, or at least I felt it. I felt good going into this last game. And we opened up strongly. Me and, I say we opened up strongly. We actually conceded first. I forgot about that. How did we concede? It's just oh yeah. We come off of a 50 and we take a 50 to the side. Monkey gets a really nice touch. And then First doesn't get the best of clears, and I can't quite get the squishy save. I was leaning for this one IRL. I remember it. I was very sad I didn't get that. I thought I had it. But yeah, we concede first. But we open up fairly strongly after. First, really nice beat on Exotic. We get the double tap on the other end. And First killer, really, really nice play. Pre-jumps Monkey Moon's touch. Obviously, Monkey Moon's touch, very, very kind of telegraphed there. The only one place it can go, really. So he has a free ball. He takes it with a flip reset, and he gets the touch. Drali would have had the save, but Exotic's already in the position and gets a touch over his teammate. Something that just happens sometimes, and we get the goal from it. But we end up conceding twice, which is annoying. I just missed that bump on Exotic. If I get it, it's fine. And I think Frank missed his touch on the backboard. So we're just, yeah, all of us are just slightly off in defense. Like I said, our offense is completely fine, but in midfield and defense, if I hit this bump, which is just so free, we're fine. If Grant hits the touch, which again is free, we're fine. It's every time in these defensive positions, we just kind of hand the goals over. That's a very nice play, although. But I remember I should have challenged here. Just a tad blatant decisions, I'd say, because you just wave dash forward, you challenge, and you block most of the angles. If they can still get past you in that position, then fair play. They still have it. But staying on the goal line and waiting to make a reactionary save against one of the best shooters in the world is not smart. So yeah, just a tad slow in defense in this series, and that costs us, and a tad slow getting into the series, and we can't quite close it out. Unfortunately, I was very tilted at this one, especially because I had a nice control touch and a free bump, and Monkey, oh my god, somehow avoids it. And he gets to save still in the air. First kill up. I think I have faith in him to get this probably over the last guy if he gets that first touch. So I missed the bump on the last play, and we can't close it out, unfortunately. But still a good tournament. A bad last series, but a very well played series by BDS, and a very well deserved win in the tournament by them, of course. A little bit disappointing. We thought we'd at least make the finals going into this day. Not really overconfidence, just a lot of confidence in ourselves. That's not why we lost. We just lost because we were the worst team on the day, unfortunately. But that's going to be fixed for the World Championship, hopefully. Lots of scrims and lots of work will be done going into that tournament. And yeah, we'll be giving it our all for sure. And hopefully you guys will be there to watch along with us. But guys, that is going to be all for today. I apologize if I have been tired throughout this recording. I am. And I'll be back with more energy tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.